do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you...
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
11. I got this.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. He's coming. Hey, check. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
1, Omaha. Go ahead.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And here a juke. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. What do you need? 13. Hey, high 7. I got this. Squeeze. Watch the backer.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. 40's Mike.
21.
Mike's 40.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Alpha. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, let's go.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike's 40. All right.
Hey, gun. 11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to Coleman. Fighting ahead at the 15. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Ready. Blue 60.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, 5-0.
Mike 54.
Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To throw is Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Two times. 58, right over there.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They come up in an offset eye.
Mike 58 right there. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Check 52. Big 20.
Second down and goal. Stafford, touchdown, Packers. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. From the 29, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check right, check.
50.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike,
From the gun, Stafford. And Adams has it. Good play. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Stafford now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58's the mic.
Go.
Throwing again. Stafford looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First and 10.
Hey, Will. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that.
Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11. 12. 5. I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You go take. You got
21.
Check.
You draw quarters. 2.
Go.
2.
95's a sand. No, check. He's Mike.
Smooth. Hey, gun.
95. Ricky.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
95's a sand. No, check. He's Mike.
I got you.
I'm coming.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is born. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. Kill.
65.
Undercrook.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Let's go.
White.
He's the Mike. Squeeze. Record.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
21.
40 to Mike.
I got you.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 40, check.
21.
6.
Hey, gun.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We got 11. 1, Omaha.
Pick it up, guys.
22 jet bomber.
40. Watch the run.
Hey, Echo. Six.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Out right to Bourne. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Stafford. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Packers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On first down, it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 29. I hope you brought your rush, 'cause I'm about to take you to school. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
First down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Crouch. Easy alert. Mike 29. Blue down.
Again, it's Stafford. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
40 got. Hey, box truck.
They snap it to Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
13, 21. Hey, John.
Watch the run.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it's 3rd down.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert! 54. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Let's go, D. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to us.
On first down, Stafford here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Stafford. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Packers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
22. Mike 29. I'm here all day.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They will run again with Coleman. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Lock!
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, alert!
Watch 24. Showing it.
Lock!
Slam.
I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set. Go 60. 54. Come on.
Back to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Taylor. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Niners, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.